Dragon Ball. Possibly one of, if not the most iconic anime of all time. And if not iconic, then definitely the most influential. I mean, if it wasn't for Dragon Ball, then we wouldn't have the likes of One Piece, Naruto, Bleach, and basically the entirety of shonen. It's arguably the reason why anime is so popular today. Whether you love Dragon Ball or you hate Dragon Ball, I think it's kinda hard to deny its overall impact on not just anime, but modern media as a whole. Me personally, I fucking love Dragon Ball, bro. This series will forever be fucking goated to me. Throughout my early years of high school, I was in love with the Dragon Ball franchise. I bought all the games, I bought all the merch, I watched every Dragon Ball YouTuber under the sun. I even used to exclusively watch Dragon Ball Hentai, but to me, Dragon Ball the series will always be legendary. Cemented as one of the forefathers of all anime. The world, the characters, the story, everything about Dragon Ball is iconic to a T. I mean, let's admit it, bro. We've all tried going Super Saiyan at least once. I think it's safe to say what makes Dragon Ball so iconic is its power system. I mean, everyone can recognize a Spirit Bomb or a Kamehameha. The powers used in Dragon Ball are what make it so universally iconic. But as time goes on, just like all modern media that refuses to die out, the series just begins to make less and less sense, with the power system just kinda consistently spiraling out of control. The longer the series goes on, the less coherent logic the series makes. Now, I had to give Dragon Ball praise before I, seemingly shit on it, but I still really do love Dragon Ball. I mean, the story is legendary, and it is the father of all shonen, but that doesn't mean I can't critique it because there are some questionable things in this show. But it's all good, no hard feelings, I just had to let my thoughts be known. I'm sorry, Akira Toriyama, but you brought this upon yourself. We start off the Dragon Ball series with a weird alien boy, Goku, who's abnormally strong and bulletproof. And then he goes to train under Master Roshi, an old guy who's like strong as shit. He can blow up fucking moon. Then Goku gets even more abnormally strong and becomes the best fighter on Earth, with his only true rival being another weird alien, with only a handful of humans being able to somewhat keep up. Then we fast forward to Dragon Ball Z, where Goku and Piccolo are forced to face Goku's brother, who was surprisingly not relevant at all to the story. I mean, what was the need for them to be brothers? I don't know. But it's only natural for him to be stronger than everyone on Earth. I mean, his life was spent conquering planets, so that makes sense. Then Gohan is able to tap into his hidden half Saiyan potential and somewhat hurt Raditz. And Goku and Piccolo are only able to beat him using a sacrifice. After that, Vegeta and Nappa come to Earth, also planet conquerors. And Goku is only able to best them using extreme training and body-destroying techniques. Safe to say, early Dragon Ball was pretty straightforward with its power system. This guy's power level is this guy's power level was that, and the guy with the higher power level wins the fight. And to raise your power level, you need to train. Makes sense. When we get to the Frieza saga, we meet Frieza, Emperor of the Universe. And he's a really bad guy, strong as shit, blow up an entire planet with a finger and erase an entire race, pretty bad. But Goku is only able to best him by tapping into his Saiyan biology and unlocking a form called Super Saiyan. And if you ask me, that's some pretty fucking cool shit. I mean, fucking Super Saiyan, that's cool as fuck. To this day, still one of the best fights in anime history, by the way. But then we get back to Earth, and Goku and everyone else have gotten way stronger by this point. Strong enough to take down the Emperor of the fucking universe and no-diff him. Literally chop him into cubes and blast him to fuck. So the next big bad of Dragon Ball is gonna have to be pretty fucking strong. Strong enough to also be able to no-diff the Emperor of the Universe. And the next big bad of Dragon Ball is 2 androids made in a lab. What? Now, before we start raising any eyebrows, these androids are genetically modified humans who are able to use ki, which is basically like the energy source of the Dragon Ball Z verse. And Dr. Gero, the man who made the androids, had implemented them with infinite amount of energy, and he gave them the ability to absorb the power and energy of the Z fighters, so it somehow somewhat kind of makes sense. But as for them being able to destroy planets and no diff the Emperor of the universe, that's a bit, I don't know, but let's ignore that. The next big bad, Perfect Cell. The biologically engineered perfect being from the future who has cells of every single powerful being from this series, including the androids and Frieza and basically every single character we've seen thus far. Being able to regenerate his entire body from a single cell and possessing the power to destroy entire solar systems and beyond. Yeah, it's safe to say that Cell was a fucking menace. So it's kinda understandable as to why he would wash the shit out of everyone. Then after Cell, shit just gets crazy. The next villain is literally the reincarnation of evil. They are quite literally fighting all of evil in all of existence, with him having the ability to rip open dimensions just by screaming, being able to send all of humanity into extinction by using one attack, and oh yeah, being able to casually destroy galaxies, only losing after Goku literally received the energy of every fucking thing in the afterlife. Dragon Ball Z went hard with the power scaling, but even with all that crazy shit, it somehow felt reasonable and understandable. I mean, it all made coherent sense. Frieza, Cell, Boo, and even the androids with their energy absorption still fits the theme of power and there being levels to it, with Super Saiyan 1, 2, and 3 being reflections of that. Because even in the end, Dragon Ball Z was still about gradual power progression. Because even with all these crazy, insane feats, it still felt like it followed the series narrative. Now, in the sequel to Dragon Ball Z, the powers get kinda weird. In Dragon Ball G Super, Dragon Ball Super, we don't talk about this. Dragon Ball Super introduces a new power system in the form of Super Saiyan God, a power that Goku literally had to unlock in a ritual to face off against the god of destruction, Beerus. The same Beerus who no-diffed him when he was in Super Saiyan 3, by the way. And after fighting Beerus, his power went from using normal ki to using literal god ki, and their fight literally shook the fabric of the universe. Yeah, that's some pretty crazy shit for the first arc. So let's see how the power progresses past this point. The next big bad, Frieza? What? Fucking Frieza. Isn't he like not even Super Saiyan 1 level? Goku has literally raised his power level by trillions. From Super Saiyan 1, he has reached Super Saiyan 2, then 3, then Super Saiyan God, and then he unlocks a new form beyond Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Blue. This man Goku is literally beyond God level. Frieza shouldn't even have thoughts of touching Goku. Yeah, well, he's not normal Frieza anymore. He's a bit gold now. Dragon Ball, what the fuck? How does him being a bit gold magically make him able to fight on god level? That's like fucking Zabuza coming back in Naruto and being able to hang with paths of 6 Sage Naruto because he unlocks a new jutsu. Now, if you're thinking that, oh, well, maybe Frieza was just training the whole time. No, the anime confirmed that Frieza has been dead the whole time. And when he came back to life, he only trained for 4 months. 4 months. I'm sorry, but even if Frieza trained for 40 years, then maybe he could fight on a level of Super Saiyan 3. But Super Saiyan Blue? Not God, Super Saiyan Blue? Yeah, no. Frieza, after 4 months, is getting fucking folded by Goten. There's no reason other than bullshit that he is able to hang with Super Saiyan Blue Goku. Dragon Ball, can you please take your finger out my asshole, because I'm not believing this shit for a fucking second. Now, the next arc is so fucking garbage. Goku and Vegeta should have no-diffed everyone here. is not even a fucking question. I don't care if they're from another universe, these guys are not god level. They are simply not. Apart from like Hit, who's an 100-year assassin who can stop time or whatever, yeah, fine, fairs. This arc is just so shit, I don't even care. Now the following arcs are some heat, okay? The Goku Black arc. A deranged Supreme Kai who turned himself into a god version of Goku, then fused with himself from the past. That shit was fucking heat, okay? This is probably one of my favorite arcs. Then the Tournament of Power. Warriors who have literally been training their entire lives to be more powerful than gods of destruction. You know, we got Jiren, we got Desbio, Top, and I literally can't remember anyone else. But these guys were stated to be beyond the levels of gods, so you know it's fair to see Goku and Vegeta struggle. But in this arc, Goku reaches a new level of power once again, and it is fucking crack. Mastered Ultra Instinct. Do I even need to go into detail? I mean, this form was enough to best Jiren. The same Jiren who made literally everyone in the tournament look like a joke. Ultra Instinct is literally hacks, but it's a form that Goku can't tap into by will, so I'll give him a pass for not using it in the future. Now the Broly movie was heat as fuck and made sense canonically, with Broly being a character who has his own form of god power. Also with Broly's ability to adapt throughout the movie, you know, this shit was fucking heat, man. Now at this point everything is good so far. I mean, apart from, you know, some weird shit, but for the most part, Dragon Ball makes sense. I mean, the god power system is kind of all over the place, and I still don't know how the fuck Frieza is hanging with god level. And how the fuck is Android 17 on god level, bro? No, that doesn't make any sense. But ignoring that, for the most part, Dragon Ball continuity makes sense. Somewhat. But of course, they just had to fuck it up somehow. In comes Dragon Ball Super Hero, a movie which had a pretty cool concept. Piccolo trying to unlock Gohan's hidden potential for fighting. Yeah, you know, that's pretty cool. It's not like that's been done by literally every single piece of media you see Piccolo and Gohan in, but you know, it's fine. But as an execution, the movie literally makes no sense. The big bads of the movie, 2 robots. Literally, 2 robots. 2 fucking robots created by some kid. But luckily for him, Goku and Vegeta aren't on Earth right now. Unluckily for him, Gohan and Piccolo are. And I'm sorry, unless you want to argue that Piccolo hasn't gotten a single inch stronger since the fucking Cell Saga, then there is no way in fuck that these androids should be hurting him in any shape or form of anything. But what about Gohan? The precious boy Gohan. The Gohan who beat Perfect Cell with 1 arm at the age of 11. The Gohan that had the reincarnation of literal evil itself shitting it. The same Gohan who fought in the Tournament of Power and was able to fight on a similar level of the Pride Troopers. That same Gohan struggles against robots. But you know, it's heavily implied that Gohan got weaker from not training and all that shit, but come on, man. You want me to believe that these little fucks are galaxy level? You honestly want me to believe that these little shitbags created in a fucking lab are galaxy level, which would still be weaker than Gohan even if they were. But oh no, Gohan, he just doesn't train, so he's weaker. Fuck off, man. But you wanna know the greatest insult to the Dragon Ball Z franchise? The biggest shit that they took all over power scaling. Cell Max. Now I personally think that the concept of Cell Max is pretty cool, you know. Cells taken from even more people to create an even bigger monster than Perfect Cell. And people say that Cell Max can even stomp out Broly. Interesting. So how did they make this new Cell Max? Oh well, he's Perfect Cell, but bigger. Bro, what? Whose cells does he have? Well, that's the thing, he doesn't have anyone's cells. He's just a creature created in a lab. Fuck you, Toei. Fuck you. So you're trying to tell me that this Cell Max, this fucking multiversal threat, this ultimate life form that can stomp Broly, Jiren, and MUI Goku, was created in some lab by some kid? Really? How? Give me a step-by-step tutorial on how the fuck you did this. It's not that I don't believe this is possible, it's just that I don't believe that he's a multiversal threat. I don't think you guys understand how ridiculous this is, so let me just reel this in. The perfect OG Cell was made up of the cells of every fighter in the series, and he was literally chemically created to beat the Z fighters using their own biology against them. And Cell, in his absolute peak perfection, was able to destroy the solar system. From that point, Goku was able to overcome that level with Super Saiyan 3, then defeat the literal embodiment and reincarnation of evil itself. Then clash with the god of destruction and send shockwaves throughout the entire universe. Then he was able to overcome that level of power with Super Saiyan Blue, which multiplies Goku's already strong as shit base form by 4 million times. Not only does he have all of that, but then he reaches fucking Ultra Instinct. Ultra fucking Instinct. And you want me to believe at the end of the movie when they defeat Cell Max, which I'll get back to by the way because that shit's bullshit, but you honestly want me to believe that when Piccolo asked Gohan if Goku could handle it, Gohan says, I don't know. I don't know? The fuck do you mean you don't know? Goku should be able to smack his cock onto Cell Max and send him out of orbit. There isn't a fucking universe where a lab experiment on Earth should be stronger than fucking Krillin, let alone mastered Ultra Instinct Goku. Fuck off, man. And let's not even talk about Jiren or Broly, cause there's no fucking way that this remote controlled toy cyborg is handling those two. Now, as for how they beat him, Gohan turns into Gohan Beast. I mean, the fighting was cool, but it would have been better if Gohan just went Ultra Instinct. That would have just made it 10 times better. Or fuck, man, just give him Super Saiyan God. That would have made more sense than this fucking random fanfic. But I'm not even mad at this. I mean, this is how the fight should have gone from the start. There's no logical reason other than the writers of this movie taking hard drugs that Cell Max would be multiversal. Not galaxy, not universal, not outerversal, multiversal. A fucking lab experiment that wasn't even complete, mind you. This movie makes less sense than my wizard weed dreams. I sat throughout this entire movie thinking that Piccolo is gonna wash the fuck out of these scraps of metal. Then Piccolo gets washed, runs away, and has to wish for more powers, which I'm not even mad at. Piccolo needed a new form, and you know, I'm not even mad at this. I'm just mad that Piccolo needed a new form for this fight. They're fucking robots, Piccolo. Just turn off the Wi-Fi or something. Well, actually, they're Android. Shut the fuck up, okay? Fuck off. I don't care. I don't give a fuck what these guys are. They shouldn't be Piccolo level. And definitely not Gohan level. Fuck no. And this thing is definitely not Broly level. Fuck this dumbass movie, bro. Stupid movie. The worst part about all of this is that this movie is actually canon. And let me not even get into the manga with Black Frieza, because fuck all that shit. Modern day Dragon Ball is just fucking nonsense and it doesn't make any sense. The stronger and stronger everyone gets, the less and less the story makes sense. Hopefully the new season of Dragon Ball clears all this shit up because as of right now, this is fucking wank. But who knows, maybe there will be a saving grace for Dragon Ball in the end. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, this is in fact the end of the video, and if you liked, please leave a like, and if you didn't, then feel free to degrade me in the comment. I know it's been a while since I've made an anime video, but I recently saw the Dragon Ball movie and I just thought, bro, what the fuck was that? So I just thought I might as well make a Dragon Ball video because, you know, might as well. I still like Dragon Ball, by the way. It's just recently, it's just been a bit stupid. But yeah, these anime videos are going to be kind of rare on this channel. I don't really think my new audience really watches anime like that anyway. But if you guys do want to see more of this, then just let me know in the comment section down below. But with all that said, I hope you guys did enjoy. Don't forget to follow me on all socials. Links are in the description. But until next time, make sure to drink your water and get enough sleep at night. Okay, goodbye. I'm about to jump.
No, I gotta keep my fire on, fire on, fire on, fire on. Yeah, my whip, I'm flying. That girl on my left, bad bitch on my right on. Damn, your heels, they so high, yeah, get your height on.